Hi there. Welcome to my 12 days of Christmas ideas. I'm hoping that this will help you, inspire you to make a couple of things. And if not, it's something that you could think of in the future for doing with different projects. So today what I'm doing is I am using this adorable, very cute, and let me just jump on down to my desktop here. Not all of these 12 days are going to have videos, but this one does. All right, so this is I'm using the Beary Cute, and the designer series paper that I'm actually using on this is, oh my goodness, I had it right here. It is the Christmas one. Ugh, I in any event, it's the Christmas one that has the musical notes on it. Christmas tidings, I think it is. Let me grab a book here. This is not how I intended to start my my video off, because I thought I had it here, but obviously not. So it's from the Joy of Christmas stamp set. So it is this paper here, and it's Joy of Christmas. Well, there you go. Awesome. All right, so all we're doing is a box, and we're doing a Post-it note matchbox cover, and then just a little card that goes with it. Now, just to let you know, this is something that I've done for my teammates that are going to on stage. I just want to, I always like to give them something for going to that. So we're going to use that. So let's get started on these projects. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is this box. Now, this happens to be 4.5 by 11 inches. So no, you don't get two pieces out of there, or two pieces of it, but you can use all the other pieces to make your different cards that you're going to do here. So I've gone ahead and I've got all these measurements written out here, and you'll get your PDF. So like I say, 4.5 inches by 11 inches, and I've scored it at 3.5 inches. 5 inches, 8.5 inches, and 10 inches. And then I turned it and I scored it at 3 inches. And then you're just going to go in and just really burnish that down with your bone folder. Really quite simple, but I think, like I say, I think this could be a really nice hostess set. You could change up the pattern that you're using with it. You could do a lot of different things on there. Okay, so then the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come in with our paper snips, and we are going to cut this part out just here. This is the only part that actually gets cut out. And then we're just going to go in here and cut down on these score lines right here. Pretty simple, something you could whip up if you decide somebody invites you over for, drinks or for dinner or something like that. Just a really nice host gift that you can just give them. Excuse me. You can fill it with different, candies. You could fill it with different sorts of things. I'm just going to do this. Like I say, this was for my girls for on stage, that are the ones that are attending on stage. So I'm just going to come in with my tear and tape, and we're just going to put it on this end here. And I'm just putting that right across there. Whoops. And I just use my, that's actually a gift card there, just to cut this part here. And then I am going to, now I want that to be the front. So now then this part here is where I'm going to go ahead and put some more tear and tape on here. Now you could use glue. I just find with some of these boxes, it's better to use the tear and tape. So just like that. And then we're going to go in and decorate this part here. Now, very simple decorations. I didn't go overboard on this particular one. So we have, this piece happens to be 2 3/4 this way by 3 1/4, and that's just going to go onto there. I also want to turn around. This is a 2 3/8 inch circle punch. And I just did that with cherry cobbler. And then I turned around and I cut out one of the polar bears, and I cut it out in black. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to stamp our polar bears. Now we're going to need 3 of them. Oops. Just lost something on the floor here. There we go. So I'm just going to use my Memento ink. Stamp one there. And like I say, for all the 3 projects for this particular thing, I'm doing 3 of the polar bear. Now you notice I'm putting them down at the bottom so that I can punch them out very easily with the punch. So 3 of those. I'm going to come in and do the scarf in cherry cobbler. I love this scarf. I found just on this particular one, you have to kind of move it down just a bit from where you think that you would put it. That was not over enough, but that'll be okay there. There we go. And then we're going to come in with our punch. Now this, so I'm just going to line it up. And I always rest my hand on the table here. One there. Another one here. So any of the girls that got to go 2 on stage, like I say, there'll be something, a little treat. For the ladies that were out of town, they got theirs not put together. All right, so let's go finish this box off. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to stuff them. So I'm just going to glue this. I didn't put a mat down. I did it quite simple. And I went and I used the matte black dots, not the matte black, but the essential dots. And I went looking for them for this video, and I can't quite find them. All right, so this is just going to go down here. So now this is going the opposite way. You can tell it's the wrong way. So what you can do is you just go in with your bone folder and just rub that down on there, and that takes off that rough edge that you have. You can do that also with your dies as well. So we're just gonna some of these dimensionals on here. We're gonna pop it up because it doesn't matter. It's not something that is going by mail. And then we're just gonna pop this one up just like that. Now, if you wanted to put a sentiment, you could do that. But like I say, I've got a card that I've got here. So I just think that that's good enough to do on there. And we're just going to offset that so that it's like that. Now, as far as putting the box together, we'll come in with your take your pick tool. I'm going to take this off. And then when you turn this over, you're just going to turn this edge down here and then just put this right over top like that. Just line up the top. And then that's how you get a good, nice, well, this would be a rectangle box, right? And then, of course, what you want is the reason I put that where it was because from the front, that is flipping back this way and showing a right, you're not going to have the open flap going to the front here. If that makes this any sense. Okay. So we're just going to put this in here, put this piece down, and this is the front. So we're just going to put that right into the back there. And then I'm just going to go with my, take your pick, and just getting that. So that's our box done. And then what we have is we have also, now we have our Post-it note thing. Now I just used a smaller amount of Post-it notes. Now this piece happens to be, I'll just bring this in, is 3 1/4 this way, and it's by 8 1/4 inches. So you can get 3 of these out of a piece of cardstock. So I've gone ahead and I've scored this at 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, and then at 7 1/2. And then we just want to go and burnish those down, get a really good burnish there. There's so many cute Post-it note things that you can do. Now I want to do this like a matchbox. So I've just turned this part over, and then I'm coming in with a stapler, and I'm just going to, I want the rough edge of the stapler to be on this top part here, because I'm going to cover this. We don't want it on the back of it. So let me just do that. And then, like I say, then we've got that there. Then I'm just going to come in with my Post-it note, and we want to make sure it's going the right way. You can't have the Post-it notes that go back and forth. You just need the ones that pull off the one way. And I'm just going to go and tear and tape this in. I'm putting it down 3 times. Just like this. And another one here. And then we're just going to put this right up near the top. Now this allows for a thicker thing of Post-it notes if you want. And then all you're going to do is this is going to flip down like this and be your matchbox cover. Now I've gone ahead and also cut out a piece of, well, it was here, but I can just go and show you. This is a 3-inch piece by a 1/2 inch, and it's the basic black. And then all I've done is, I'm wondering if that piece is over here. It is. Okay. So I'll just bring that other one back in. So this is 3 inches. It should be 3 inches. If it isn't, I'll trim it down. It isn't. So I'll just trim it down to 3 inches. And then this is just going to go right over top. And that's covering up that staple. And then you've got the proper staple onto the back. So we'll just glue that on. On there. And then let's just go here. And then all I've got is this is 3 inches by 3 inches. It's a piece of basic black. And I have a piece of this designer series paper, and it's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And that's just so that we have some layering on there. I'll just put that right there. Whoops. Sorry, that's got to go onto the black. And we'll layer that onto the other one. Yeah, like I say, this would be a fun thing. And you could, oh, it's amazing all the different things that you could put in here. And then onto the front, we're just going to put a black circle. This one happens to be a 2-inch circle. And I have this polar bear that's just going to go on there. So just going to pop up the polar bear, just put the circle straight down on there. Now, this is something that what you can do is this is something that they can put in their purse. They can have, you know, well, we always have Post-it notes around, right? Now, if you want, you could turn around and go and embellish all of these. That's just going to go in there. So we have that. And then we have a 3x3 card. So this happens to be 3 by 6 inches, and I've gone ahead and scored it at 3 inches. And now what we want to do is we just want to decorate the front of that. So I have this little strip that's left over, so I'm just going to put that right there. And this is just going to get it so it all coordinates together, right? Now there should be a black circle here. And of course, I must have misplaced that. That looks like a 2-inch circle. So I'll just grab my 2-inch circle. Love circles. And then all I'm going to do is just come in here and punch a circle. And we're just going to put that right down on there. Maybe I'm going to pop this one up. And of course, we also have the 3-inch envelopes. So this is just going to go there. You can write your little thing in there. We should have a black embellishment. Like I say, we have the essential embellishments. And I'm not sure where they went to. But you know what? I've got something I could use in place of, which I will do. They're kind of sparkly, but that's okay. We can do this. And then I'm just going to put one of these right down here. Now, like I say, I wouldn't use those ones. I think I would do more the matte essential ones, but that's okay. Okay, so then now what we want to do is I want to show you how I'm going to put it all together. So I have different things that can go in here. You could put, like I say, there's a lot of different things that you could put in there. I'm going to put some hot chocolate in there for the ladies. I have some of these cookies that I'm going to put in there. Now you could wrap all of these up. You could, if you want, you could put one of those little tiny booze bottles in there. I also have some of these Godiva chocolates that are going to go in there because you got to have chocolate when you're doing some stuff there. Now, if I wanted to, I could have put marshmallows in there. I have this, and then I've got my envelope that has, I just stamped a "for you" on there. So let's go ahead and get this packaged up, and then you'll see how I do it. I have some of my bags that are from Stampin' Up. They're cellophane bags. And I'm going to put in, and this might annoy the ladies a little bit, but, oh well, it's some shred that's in there. You've got to have shred when you're packaging up some stuff. So I'm just going to grab some red shred. Just put that in there. And let's put this in. Just like this. Let's put maybe a bit more shred in there. Problem with this is that it does get all over the place. And it doesn't help when it. So we just want that in there. We want to put our Post-it notes in there. And then I also have some red and white peppermint candies that we can just sort of throw in there. And then I'm just going to package this up like this. And then from here, we have this fantastic gingham ribbon. So you have the ones with very vanilla and you have the ones with white on it. And I really think the white would be better, but there it is there. So I'm just coming in and we're going to tie this ribbon around here. Like I say, it's just a little something. Most of them got a box from Stampin' Up, so there would be no thing. But this, you could do whatever you want. If you want, you could, just depending on what you've done on your things there. So I'm just going to go in and tie a bow on there. And then, of course, we want this kind of coming down. And then I also want this card. And I don't really want to. You know what? I think I might even just put it on with some tear and tape. I want to make sure that this is the one that has, that. This one just says, enjoy your on stage for the ladies, but this one could be thanks for the invite. Have a Merry Christmas. It could even be a neighborhood gift. I'm going to show you a neighborhood gift later on. So I'm just going to come in with my tear and tape, and I'll just put this down here. Put that like that. And there is. Or if I wanted to, I could put it up here. And that is their gifts for on stage. Just a little something. Like I say, you could do something like this also for a neighbor. You could do this for an invite for dinner. Just something that you're taking along with you. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope that you'll come back and see another project that we're going to do for Christmas ideas. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.